Wikipedia files, Wikipedia files, Wikipedia files. All right.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Wikipedia Files here on WBEZ.org. Justin Kaufman. This segment is very easy. All it is we take a Wikipedia entry from a celebrity and fact check it. Today, Michael K. Williams. How you doing, man?
Good.
I appreciate you being here. Okay, let's take a look at this. As you just told us before we started, your brother's already gone in and fixed some things that were wrong. What was wrong? What was things that were wrong here?
It was on Wikipedia that Saul Williams and I were brothers.
And you're not brothers with Saul Williams.
No, I wish I could run the whole the Family Got Talent line. You know what I mean? That dude is awesome. But
so your real brother went in and said, "Yo, that's not."
Your brother, now I'm your real brother, not Saul Williams.
Good. All right. Well, that's fixed. So let's go through. And you said pretty much most of this is accurate. And I want to ask you about a couple questions here. You're born November 22nd, 1966. So that's correct. Okay. Obviously, it says widespread critical acclaim for the portrayal of Omar Little on The Wire.
Correct.
That's correct.
Correct.
Good. You think? Okay. Let's get into some of the early life and career.
Okay.
It says you were inspired by Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation to leave school, quit your job against the wishes of your family, and pursue a career as a dancer.
That's incorrect.
Okay,
it's
here we
Janet
go.
if you're nasty.
It wasn't Rhythm Nation. It was entirely different.
No, I'm joking. It was,
What about that? Was it the
Rhythm
hand
Nation.
signals, like where she's like 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're like, I gotta get out. I gotta do this.
I gotta do this, man. I'm gonna count backwards on my fingers. Now, it was militant. It was dark. She was wearing black, and everything. Was in unison. It just looked so hard. And the whole thing of Tom Turner, little dark-skinned kid running around this dark, damp factory trying to find herself. And that's how my life felt at that point. Like I was trying to just find myself and get out into the light, just try to find a way, my niche in life. And I wanted to just go find Janet. Janet saved me. I'm over here.
Janet saved
Janet.
you. Now, how old are you at this point?
I'll be 45 this November.
No, how old are you in Rhythm Nation? You're watching Rhythm
Oh
Nation.
man, I was like
You're
20.
So you had some
3.
dance experience. You weren't just like, I could do that? Or were you like, I want to be a dancer?
No dance experience outside of the clubs. I was a party kid.
So you go to the clubs and everyone make that big circle and you just do some Janet Jackson moves and then they'd be like,
yeah, Janet Jackson move, whatever moves I could find. But I had a knack for just starting the party. And when I saw that, it kind of something clicked in my mind that I could make a living at that. I seriously thought that I could become a background dancer.
And that's what it says here. It says during a year you were homeless. Is that correct? It said you were intermittently homeless.
After I quit my job at Pfizer to go on a quest to find Janet, there was a year or two of there was the gray area, the bumpy roads, and it wasn't that I didn't have any place to go. I just didn't want to hear my mother's mouth, saying I was in school studying business management. I had a good gig at Pfizer Pharmaceuticals. I had been there for like a year already, and this comes out of nowhere. She was like, "What?" So I didn't want to hear.
So you would rather take being homeless than hearing your mom say, "I can't believe that you left that job."
Yeah, I was on everybody's couch at that point.
Okay. So it says he eventually got a job as a background dancer on a music tour.
Yeah.
What was the music tour?
Actually, my first music tour was one of Chi-Town's very own. Her name is Kim Sims, and Steve Silk Hurley, that whole family, man, big ups, And she gave me my first shot, man. She had a hit record called Too Blind to See It. Wow, it was a lot of fun.
Okay, and then it said you also led to more work appearing as dancers in videos, on tours. Give us a couple examples of some of the tours and videos you were in.
I did this stuff with George Michael. I did stuff with Madonna, and my most notable video, my claim to fame was when I got a chance to work with Crystal Waters, and I choreographed 100% Pure Love.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How is it? That's the thing. Wikipedia can be very vague, and there's a whole section on Omar, which is rightfully so because it's such an amazing character. But on other work, we got none of that. You got to be sick of the Omar. Every time you walk down the street, do people scatter? What happens with that?
Man.
It just seems like everyone knows you as Omar. Is there a point where you're just like, all right, enough? Because
no, not really. I could be doing a lot worse. They could be calling me
true.
molester, pedophile, bank robber. Screaming a lot worse things.
Yeah,
than
that's true.
Omar,
That's true.
So I take it in stride. It's still a blessing. I'm still like floored that character was so well received. I'm still riding the wave. It's by far old to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an amazing character. I mean, really, everybody in this office, I mean, everybody around has said, oh, I'm doing Michael K. Williams. They're like, great. And I'm like, Omar. And they're like, oh, man, Omar's coming in here. That's crazy. Everyone's like nuts about it. I mean, there's a whole crowd that was gathering around to see you do this because of Omar. I mean, you do other stuff, but that's like a defining moment for you, you know? That's like a major, major character. One of probably, a lot of people say, one of the best characters in the history of television.
Got lucky.
You got lucky,
Lucky,
yeah?
yeah.
How did that come about? I mean, it says in here that you had one audition.
Yeah, I did one audition, and it was on tape. And I didn't meet David and them until like maybe my second or third day on the set. They were so busy in the writer's office. And one day we were wrapped for work, and I was going back to my trailer to get changed. And he ran up. I said, "There's white people run up on me." I ain't did it. I don't got it. Whatever you missing, I didn't take it. You know. So he's like, man, I just want to say thank you. We've been looking at the dailies, and you know, he said, had I known you guys were gonna bring this type of intensity, he said I'd have made you my Wild Bunch. And I was like, okay, I bite. What's the Wild Bunch? What's the Wild Bunch? He said, dude, you never watched the Wild Bunch? Like, no. He said, okay, homework.
Right.
He said, you are to rent the Wild Bunch and the Bells of Liberty Valve.
Okay.
And he said, these are like iconic Westerns, and you need to watch this because this is what we have based your character on.
Oh, wow.
And
you watched them, and did you take from that and said, I get it now, I get it.
Yeah. Well, I got that it was, you know, the trench coat and everything, it made more sense. I had more of an understanding of, you know, how he lived and how he moved from watching those Westerns.
Now, up to this point, I mean, you have a lot of other work, like a lot of acting work, but really, primarily, you are a dancer. I mean, so was it hard to make sort of such a transition to a character like Omar? I don't remember him dancing once.
No.
I don't know, it could be me. I missed a couple episodes, but
He had a pretty smooth trigger finger.
Yeah,
That was
right.
about it. You know, no jazz hands though.
no jazz hands.
I mean, the transition was pretty smooth for me. The transition was actually the music videos. Well, you know, by the time I booked Omar, I had about a good 50 some odd videos under my belt, and I was on the set of the George Michael video. You know, Marcus Nispel, he kept screaming, "Emote, emote." And I was like, "The hell does emote mean?" You know, and when I figured it out, I was like, "Oh, I'm acting without words." You know, even on the set when I was working with Randy St. Nichols on one of the Taylor Dane videos, you know, there was a scene where, you know, it's about love lost, and I was missing my girlfriend, and she said, "Mike," he said, "I want you to have this silk lace, and you're gonna run it across your face, and you know, it simulates that you're sniffing her panties, but we can't put panties in the video."
It is a
So
Taylor
we're gonna-
Dane video
we're gonna
after all,
use
right?
We're gonna use this lace cloth, and you know, and I'm sniffing the cloth, and you know, and she yelled cut, and I was like, you know, damn. I said, "I'm so glad you called cut." She was like, "Why?" I said, "Because like I almost felt like I was gonna cry, and I didn't want to take." She's like, "You should have cried. That would have been beautiful. The panty cry."
And you
scene."
learned the best part of, you know, the best lesson of acting.
Let it
If you're
go.
going to cry,
Let it
cry
go.
on tape, right?
Yeah,
Don't
man.
wait till after,
Don't
man.
hold
wait
it
till-
in.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Other work, and you know, I should have led with this because I mean, this is such a big deal, and you know, this is Chicago. But you did play James, a policeman, in the R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet. And I mean, they're talking like if you're familiar with the series, we're talking like maybe 4. You were like 4. You started with the ticket, and then it was like you were in 5, 6, 7. I don't want to give away the whole plot, but he plays a major role in the Trapped in the Closet videos.
Shout out to R. Kelly.
Yeah. So what was that like? I mean, that was such a major. I mean, it's shot here in Chicago because there's a shot of you, you know, giving him a ticket on. I would assume it's a Lake Street there.
Yeah.
And the scenes you're in, you have to actually lip sync the words of the song. You know, like that's like an honor. That's R. Kelly's
Yeah.
song. You're singing R. Kelly's
Man.
songs in the video, man.
At that point, it was just like I didn't even care about that. I just wanted to get through a take without laughing. And we had too much fun. I said, "Dude, you paying me for this?" You know what I'm saying? For real. So, but I mean, we laughed so much, especially when Mr. Big, when his storyline got introduced, man, I had to pull his ass up out that kitchen sink, and he had the pie crumble in his mouth. No, we suffered through that take, man, because we could not stop laughing.
Well, you have one awesome career. I mean, from Omar to James and R. Kelly to Dancing with George Michael to Community to Boardwalk Empire. Michael Williams, thank you so much
Thanks,
for
Mike.
everything. Appreciate it.
Before we go, though,
check it out. What do you
Gotta shout me out, man. Gotta give me a holler on the Twitter. I'm on that Twitter for real, every day, all day.
So is that your thing? Your Twitter's your thing now?
Yeah, man, that's my new fix. You know what I'm saying? It's BKBMG. That's
BKBMG.
Brooklyn Boy Makes Good. BKBMG. Holla at your boy.
There you go.
Shout out to Chicago. Malik Youssef, Lil Melvin Williams. Oh, not Lil Melvin, that's Baltimore. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Melvin
that's
Lamb.
Baltimore,
Big
that's
up. You know, Fred Hampton Jr. I'm gonna see you later on tonight, baby. I love you. Shorty K, stay strong.
BEZ.
You gotta keep the devil down in the hole. He's got the fire and the fury and